Tonkotsu ramen has been attracting a lot of people around the world, and there's no doubt its super pokey, rich and creamy broth is truly addicting. But the only drawback is you can't enjoy it if you don't eat pork. But what if you can make a rich and creamy broth that's similar to tonkotsu without any pork? And my answer is Tori-paitan. Tori means chicken, and paitan means emulsified broth, just like tonkotsu. It's actually recognized as one of the well-established styles of ramen in Japan. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to prepare Tori-paitan ramen in an authentic way at home. So let's get started.
The first thing we need to do is to prepare the broth. Here's what you need. 3 chicken carcasses. I just grabbed frozen ones from the supermarket. For the aromatics, we need the shown amounts of garlic, ginger, potato, onion, and green onion. While garlic, ginger, and green onion help tone down the funkiness of chicken, potatoes and onions give rich umami and sweetness to the broth. Now the dry ingredients, we need dried shiitake and kombu. They've got different kinds of umami compared to vegetables and chicken. A key technique in crafting ramen broth is the strategic layering of various umami sauces to build depth and complexity. Now we're going to parboil the chicken carcasses to remove the funk and scum. Pour plenty of water in a large pot and bring to a boil. In the meantime, we're going to prepare the aromatics. Just peel the potato and onion and cut them in half. Slice up the ginger and crush the garlic. Now these peels contain a lot of umami and flavor, so you don't want to throw them away. They're going to go into the broth later. The water is boiling now, so chuck in the carcasses. It's totally fine, they're frozen at this point. They're going to defrost in the water anyway. So once the water has come back to a boil, we're going to take them out and rinse them under running cold water. By the way, we're not going to use this parboiling water, so throw it away. You often see guts left inside the ribs, so be sure to remove them, because otherwise they're going to make your entire broth funky. Now, a very important process here, chop up the carcasses. By doing so, they release more collagen into the water, which makes the broth cloudy. Now pour 3 liters of cold water into a large pot. This time I'm aiming to have 1.5 to 2 liters of broth at the end. Now put all the carcasses back into the pot. Add the ginger slices, the crushed garlic, and the green onion. Start heating on the highest heat and bring to a boil. There's gonna be more scum coming out, so we'll skim that off later. In the meantime, we're going to start preparing the dry ingredients. Throw in the shiitake and the kombu in a small saucepan and pour in 1 liter water. We're going to leave it for an hour and start heating. The reason why we don't put them directly into the boiling broth is that their umami is best extracted at 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. The broth is boiling again, so skim off the scum as much as possible, but you don't have to be super nervous about it. From this point, we're going to continue to boil for 3 hours over medium heat. After an hour, the dry ingredients get rehydrated like this. They're ready to give out umami. Now start heating over medium heat. Once you see the small bubbles start appearing, turn down to the lowest heat and slowly extract umami for half an hour. Now 30 minutes going by. At this point, the chicken broth has been boiling for 90 minutes with boiling water topped up as needed. Now I'm crushing the carcasses. This will further promote emulsification. Combine it with the stock made from the shiitake and the kombu. Also, we're going to add the onion and potato skins. After 3 minutes, we're going to remove the onion skin because we don't want to color the broth. Now the potato and the onion go in. By the way, I'm going to explain later why they're in a strainer. Let them boil for 30 minutes or so till they get soft. Let me tell you a little bit more about Tori-paitan Ramen in the meantime. Can you tell what city this is? It's Japan's heart of culture and history, Kyoto. It's also the birthplace of Tori-paitan Ramen. It's not really clear who started this style of ramen, but ramen restaurants like Tenkaippin, a famous ramen franchise, or Tenten-yu are said to be the earliest ones. Though Tori-paitan Ramen first appeared in the 70s, it wasn't until recently that it became famous in Japan. Kyoto cuisine is generally lightly flavored with delicate dashi stock, but it's really interesting to know that it's not the case for ramen at all. So, if you have a chance to visit Kyoto, be sure to try out their original Tori-paitan Ramen. The broth has been reduced, so I'm going to top it up. Alright, I'll take the aromatics out. From this point, I'm going to keep boiling for another hour. Now this is the result of after 3 hours of boiling. As you can see, the broth is perfectly emulsified. Now I'm gonna strain it and go on to a very important process. Now put the onion and the potato back into the broth. It goes back onto the stove for reheating. The broth is boiling now, so let's take it off the heat. And then what we're gonna do is to blend. Blending the vegetables into the broth creates a thick, creamy consistency. Now this is a rich and creamy Tori-paitan broth. Now let me show you a chewy that goes perfectly with the broth. You need a tablespoon of vegetable oil, the chicken fat I took from the carcasses, and a bit of green onion. Fry over low heat to render out the chicken fat. A bit of vegetable oil helps prevent burning. And that's it. It's pretty easy, right? Now let's go into the most exciting part of cooking. Let's prepare the toppings first. You need some chopped green onion. This is a smoked chicken breast I got from the supermarket. Well, you could make your own chicken chashu, but I just wanted to show you a nice alternative. It wasn't that I was lazy this time. You definitely need a ramen egg. You can learn how to make it in one of my short videos. Now heat 360 to 400 ml of the Tori-paitan broth. I'm using my Shio-tare to season the broth, but simply adding salt will work perfectly as well. I also added a quarter teaspoon of MSG, which I failed to film, but it's up to you, some people don't like it. Boil 150 grams of ramen noodles. I've got medium thick noodles this time. Now let's put them together in a bowl. It takes about 4 hours to make this ramen, but it's much shorter compared to tonkotsu, and the result is very promising. I think it's such a rewarding and satisfying bowl of ramen to make, so I really hope that you try this out and share it with your family and friends. Well, I don't think the ingredients are particularly hard to find, but in case you have any problem finding them, just give me comments. I'll try to suggest some alternative ideas. Now that's a bowl of my Tori-paitan ramen. Hope you enjoy it. You can find the full ingredient list down below in the description box.
That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And again, it's a perfect ramen if you don't eat pork, so make sure to try it. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.